General Mills Radio Adventure Theater. I'm Tom Bosley. Welcome again to the magic world of radio, where your imagination can lead you to the most wonderful adventures you ever dreamed of. Today, we take you into the mysterious jungle, the dark green forests of lions and tigers, of wolves and monkeys, the land of the jungle people. You will understand everything they say as though you were a jungle person yourself. Our adventure story, Mowgli, was written by Rudyard Kipling and adapted especially for the General Mills Radio Adventure Theater by James Haggett, Jr. I'll be back shortly with Act One.
The magically delicious. Yeah.
Rudyard Kipling, who wrote the Jungle Book from which today's adventure of Mowgli was taken, was born in Bombay, India. When he was 6, he was brought to England and spent 5 unhappy years in a foster home. At 17, he returned to India, which he loved, especially the wildness of the Indian jungle. But it wasn't until he was 29, had traveled around the world, and settled down in Brattleboro, Vermont, that he began to write about his boyhood friends, the beasts of the jungle. Mowgli, the boy who grew up in the jungle, was one of Kipling's favorite tales. Ours also. And since this is really Mowgli's adventure, we'll let him tell it.
The very first sound I remember, and it is a sound I shall never forget, was the charge of a tiger. And his scream when he landed 4 paws down on my real father's campfire. I was 5 years old. I'd been playing in the jungle near where we lived, while my real father chopped wood. When I crawled back to the fire, my father had gone. I never saw him again. I looked around, and there were 2 wolves staring at me.
Look, Mother Wolf. A man's cub.
Is that what it is, Father Wolf? I've never seen a man's cub before. Oh, that dear little brown thing. He's smiling and laughing. Now, what do you suppose a man's cub is doing in the jungle alone?
I would not be surprised but that Shere Khan, the tiger, had a paw in this. He believes that the law of the jungle is meant for everyone but himself. One day he will find he has broken the law once too often.
He is a wicked animal.
He's a stupid animal, which is almost worse. He kills cattle and endangers all of us who live peacefully in the jungle.
I know. Every time he kills a young cow, the villagers set fire to the grass, and we must run.
And now he is attacking man. Now that is definitely against the law of the jungle, and well he knows it.
Oh, Father Wolf, we cannot leave this little man cub here to starve. Let's bring it back with us to our cave.
And that was how my life in the jungle began. I lived in the cave of the wolves and made friends with those who became my brothers. I ate with them, slept with them, played with them. Wolf Mother became my mother, the only mother I would ever remember. And Wolf Father was my father. Every day, Father Wolf would gather us all together in the cave for our lessons.
My children, the law of the jungle forbids any beast, and that is what we are, beasts, forbids us to eat man. The reason for this is, if a man is killed by a beast, sooner or later we are invaded by white men on elephants with guns and hundreds of beaters, men with gongs and torches. The guns make death for any animal nearby, and everybody in the jungle suffers.
If I may add something, Father Wolf.
Certainly, Mother Wolf. Please add.
They say that eaters of man become mangy and lose their teeth. Oh, that oversized tiger gave me such a start. Shere Khan, go away.
He's too large to enter the mouth of our cave.
Well, I know that. I'm not afraid of him.
Shere Khan does us great honor. What does Shere Khan want?
Father Wolf, I want my quarry. The man cub you have among you.
How do you know that?
Its parents have run off. Give it to me.
We wolves are free people. We take orders from the head of the pack, not from any striped cattle killer. That man cub is ours.
Am I to stand outside your dog's den waiting for what is mine? Who are you to tell me so? It is Shere Khan who speaks.
And it is I, the mother of this family, who answers. You shall not have the man cub. You shall not have him to kill. He shall live to run with the pack and hunt with the pack. And in the end, look you, Tiger, hunter of little named cubs, in the end, this man cub shall hunt you. Now, you take your head out of my front door, and you get back to the jungle. Go!
Each dog barks in his own yard. We shall see what the pack will say to this fostering of man cubs. This cub is mine. And to my teeth he will come in the end, you bush-tailed thieves.
Isn't our little man cub a darling, Father Wolf?
Clever the way he hops about.
Like a frog, really.
So he does, like a little brown frog.
That's what we shall call him. Mowgli, the frog.
Mother Wolf, Shere Khan spoke this much truth. The man cub must be shown to the entire animal pack. Do you still wish to keep him?
Keep him? He came naked alone and very hungry, yet he was not afraid. Look at little Mowgli now, pushing one of my babes aside. And that tiger butcher would have killed him, would have run off to the village with that little body in his teeth.
Yes, he has done it before.
And the villagers would have hunted through all our lairs in revenge. Keep him. Assuredly, I'll keep him. Oh, little Mowgli, the time will come when you will hunt Shere Khan as he has hunted you.
Once a month, at full moon, wolves must bring their cubs to the pack council. They are inspected, and then the cubs are free to run where they please. When I and my brother wolves were old enough, Father and Mother Wolf took us to the council rock for the pack meeting.
Children, do you see that great gray wolf stretched out over there on that rock? That is our leader, Akela, a lone wolf.
He is beautiful, Mother. But what are those marks on his body?
The marks of experience, Mowgli. When Akela was young, twice he fell into a wolf trap. Once he was beaten and left for dead.
Can that be, Father Wolf?
Indeed, the manners and customs of man are strange. Your mother is right. Those are Akela's marks of experience.
I see Shere Khan has arrived.
I think it is time I should bring Mowgli to Akela. Great leader, Akela, here is a man cub who we have nurtured and who grows and speaks and lives in our den. His name is Mowgli. We wish him accepted by the pack.
Look well, O wolves, and decide. The cub is mine. Give him to me.
Shere Khan, that is for the free people of the jungle to decide.
What are the free people to do with a man cub?
Oh, great leader Akela, it is I, Mother Wolf, who named Mowgli and nurtured him, and who asks that his fate be decided by the law of the jungle.
Mother Wolf, so it shall be. What have the free people to do with the man cub? It has not even been accepted by the pack.
Silence! Look well, O wolves. For the law of the jungle lays down that if there is any dispute as to the right of a cub to be accepted, he must be spoken for by at least 2 members of the pack who are not his father or his mother. Who speaks for this cub? Among the free peoples, who speaks? I see a paw. Is that you, Bardo Brown Bear?
Yes, Akela. It is I, Barlow.
I acknowledge Bardo the Bear. He is our great teacher. It is he who teaches the young the law of the jungle.
Oh, he's a doddering old fool. Because he only eats nuts and roots and honey, they let him come and go as he pleases.
Shh, be quiet, Mother Wolf.
Bardo, are you speaking against or for the acceptance?
I speak for the man cub. There is no harm in a man cub. I have no gift of argument, but I speak the truth. Let him run with the pack and be entered with the others. I, myself, will teach him.
Very well, we need yet another who speaks for the man cub. Look well. Who speaks besides Barlow the bear?
Yeah, the Black Panther.
He frightens me. Always has.
Oh, what will he say? He doesn't know us or Mowgli.
Bagheera, the Black Panther. You would like to speak?
Oh, Akida, I greet you and the free people of the jungle. I have no right in your assembly, but the law of the jungle says the life of a new cub may be bought at a price. To kill a naked cub is a shame. Besides, he may make better sport for you when he is grown. Baloo the bear has spoken on the cub's behalf. To his word, I, Bagheera, the Black Panther, will add mine. And one fat, newly killed bull as payment if you would accept the man cub according to the law.
Payment is accepted by the pack.
This tribute is bribery.
Shere Khan, you have not been recognized to speak. Yes, Father Wolf.
On behalf of our pack, I wish to thank Barlow and Bagheera. They shall never regret it.
Then take Mowgli back to your cave and train him as befits one of the free people.
And that is how Mowgli, the man cub, entered into the wolf pack at the price of a bull, paid by a panther, and the word of a bear. However, Shere Khan, the old tiger, had, they say, an elephant's memory. He would not forget. He slunk away to his lair, resentful and angry. Mowgli had better be on his guard, for one day or night, Shere Khan would spring and strike. Beware, Mowgli. Be careful. I'll return in a few moments with Act 2. The General Mills Radio Adventure Theater will return shortly. A dozen years were to pass, years of adventure in the jungle, living with the animals, years unlike anything any boy had ever known. As Rudyard Kipling, who wrote this incredible story, says, one can only guess at all the wonderful life Mowgli led among the wolves, because if it were written out, it would fill ever so many books. A great deal of living in the jungle was learning, and it was Baloo, the brown bear, who spent many moons teaching Mowgli the secrets of the jungle.
Good dawning, Master Mowgli.
Brown Bear Baloo. Good dawn.
Why are you every morning so tired and sleepy? Don't you get enough rest at night?
Oh, I'm always sleepy, dear teacher.
Not when it comes to time of play, I notice.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
If I were to say to you, no school today, no lessons this morning...
Do you mean that, Baloo? Well, goodbye. See you tomorrow.
You come back here, you little man monster. I said if. You have much to learn yet. Now, do you remember the maxims I taught you yesterday?
I think so.
Repeat them then.
Barlow's maxims. His spots are the joy of the leopard. His horns are the buffalo's pride. Be clean, for the strength of the hunter is known by the gloss of his hide. If you find that the bullock can toss you, or the heavy-browed muskox can gore, you need not stop work to inform me. We knew it 10 seasons before.
Fine. Very good. I'm delighted to have so quick a pupil. Now, for today's lesson, a maxim on how to live in the jungle. Put it in your head and remember it. It goes like this. Oppress not the cubs of the stranger, but hail them as sister and brother. For though they are little and fubsy, it may be the bear is their mother.
Teacher, what is fubsy?
Are you making fun of me?
No, I don't know the word.
Well, perhaps this little bear hug will explain.
Stop, Barlow. I know what Fubsy is. Oh, my chest. Oh, my arms. You practically crushed me to death.
Mowgli, you're here to learn, not to joke.
Yeah, I've learned a great deal already, and I have the bruises to prove it.
There's room on your body for more. All right. Review of the week. What else have you learned this week?
I know the wood and water laws, how to tell a rotten branch from a sound one, what to say to Mang the bat when I disturb him in the branches at midday.
Now, you remember your stranger hunting call which jungle people must make when hunting outside their own grounds?
Oh, yes, Barloo, I do.
Don't make that call now. You're not hunting now. Just tell me what the call means.
Well, it means, give me leave to hunt here because I am hungry.
And what is the answer? If an animal came into your territory and you heard the call?
The answer is, you may hunt for food, but not for feasting. Feasting?
What?
I said, hunt then for food, but not...
I know what you said. Not for feasting, is it?
Ow! You hit me with your paw.
Yes. And I'll hit you again until you get it right.
I don't remember.
You had better remember it's the law of the jungle. In the jungle, food is not wasted. Killing is not a sport. The correct answer you should give is, yes, you may hunt for food, but not for pleasure. Pleasure. Now go back to your cave and repeat the maxims and the wood and water laws 25 times. Class dismissed.
I'm sorry, Barloo. Brown Bear, I really am. I'll be better tomorrow.
He's a good boy.
No, back here, Black Panther. Have you been listening?
You are an exacting teacher. After all, Mowgli has only lived in the jungle for a dozen years.
A man cub is a man cub. And to survive, he must learn all of the law of the jungle.
How can the head of a mere man carry all your long talk? He has not the wisdom of the animals.
He is learning. I merely help him to remember sometimes by hugging him.
Or hitting him.
But very softly.
Softly? I have been teaching Mowgli how to climb trees and swim. And I have seen those bruises from your softness.
Bagheera, my dear friend Black Panther, I know you care for Mowgli, else why would you have given the pack a bull so that he might be accepted? But it is better that Mowgli be bruised from head to foot by me, who also loves him, than he should come to harm through ignorance.
I had 3 teachers. Barloo, the teacher of law. Father Wolf, who spends every nightfall with me explaining the meaning of life in the jungle. Every rustle in the grass, every hoot of the owl, and every splash of the fish. But the teacher I liked best was Bagheera, the Black Panther.
It seems to me, Mowgli, you spend a great deal of time with Bagheera, the Black Panther.
I do, Mother. He has much to teach me.
Yes, well, I'm not sure Bagheera is such a good influence. He has quite a wild reputation.
Mother, Mowgli can take care of himself. Besides, what harm is there in learning? At least Bagheera will teach our cub to be quick.
Is that important, Father?
Yes, in this day and age. Mother, have you noticed our leader, Akela, the lone wolf, is not as quick as he used to be? The last time the pack followed him out on the hunt, I saw the young wolves hung back and spent that time talking with Shere Khan, the tiger.
That Shere Khan, he's one to be watched.
Those stupid young wolves. Shere Khan throws them scraps of meat and they flatter the stripes off him.
Mowgli, I hope you're being careful when you run around in the jungle.
Your mother is right. Shere Khan would like nothing better than to fasten his fangs on your throat and kill you.
He'd have to catch me first. Besides, I'm not alone in the jungle. I have many friends. Bagheera, the Black Panther, Barloo, the Brown Bear, and you, Father and Mother. Why should I be afraid?
I hope you're right. Are you staying home for dinner this evening?
No, Mother. Bagheera's taking me to the edge of the jungle tonight to see villagers.
I don't think that's safe.
Oh, come now. They'll be on the hill overlooking the village. At night, none of the men creatures stir from their red flowers.
That's true. At any rate, Mowgli, don't stay out all night. You know how I worry.
I won't, Mother. Fear not. I'm in good paws. Is that a man village down there, Bagheera?
Ah, yes, Mowgli. And those creatures hopping up and down are men.
Well, I see they face us and look up. But why can't they see us?
Because it is night, and they cannot see in the night as we can. Besides, we are very well hidden by this palm tree. And so is Shere Khan hidden.
Look how those men people run away when they hear him.
They have long sticks with sharp edges, and they are making sure they are sharp.
So they are not afraid of the old king.
No one should fear him. One should fear no one. But as for Shere Khan, one should not even trust.
Oh, he's a silly old thing.
Little brother, he is your sworn enemy. And these days, he is making friends with the younger wolves. He knows the day will come when Akela, the lone wolf, will be too old to control them.
You think my wolf brothers would turn against me? I was brought up in the jungle. I have obeyed the law of the jungle. There is not one wolf from whose paws I have not pulled a thorn. Surely they're all my family.
Little brother, yes, feel, under my jaw, under my chin. Yes, there.
You mean where there's a little bald spot?
No one in the jungle knows that I, Bagheera, the Black Panther, carried that mark. The mark of the collar.
The mark of the collar? I don't understand.
I was born among men, little brother Mowgli. Born in the cages of the king's palace. That is why I paid the price for you at the council when you were but a naked little cub.
You wished me, a man cub, to be free when men had always caged you?
Men who keep animals in cages do not know what they do.
So, when you were young, you lived always in a cage.
I didn't know what the jungle was. They fed me behind bars from an iron pan.
Oh, what made you want to be free of the king's cages?
The night I knew I was Bagheera, the Black Panther, and not some pet monkey to be locked up and stared at, I broke the city lock with one blow of my paw and came away. When I arrived in the jungle, I still had the smell of man about me, and also some of his cruelty and unkindness. Without wishing it, I became more terrible in the jungle than Shere Khan the tiger.
I have heard so. They all fear the Black Panther, but not I.
I brought you up here tonight to look at man. Mowgli, you are a man cub, and even as I came back here to the jungle, so must you go back to the man's world. For men are your real brothers.
Not so. No, it is not so.
It is, and you will return to the world of man if you are not killed in the council.
But why? What is that?
A buck. See him leaping toward the village. Now he is turning back. There goes Akela, the lone wolf. He is springing. Oh, he missed. The buck is escaping. A sad night, little brother. Akela had the buck on the run, but he doubled back from the village. Akela had the buck within reach. He leaped for it and missed. This is the 7th time he has missed. Oh, Mowgli, beware.
Beware? What? Why?
Answer yourself. What is the law of the jungle?
Strike first and then give tongue.
Yes. It is time for Akela to be replaced. The wolves will hold a jungle council at the rock. The pack, led by the young wolves, will turn against him and then against you. This is Shere Khan's doing.
I don't believe it. They are my brothers.
I have it. Go down quickly to those man huts there in the valley below us. Take some of the red flour which they grow there. The red flour, understand? It will be a more powerful ally for you than the brown bear, your mother, your father, even stronger than I, Bagheera.
The red flower. Yes, it grows outside their huts in the twilight.
There speaks a man cub. Remember, it grows in little pots. Get one swiftly and keep it for the time of need.
Are you sure this is all Shere Khan's doing? That he has really turned the young wolves against me?
By the broken lock of the cage that freed me, I am sure, little brother.
Then, by the bull that bought me, I will pay Shere Khan full measure for his treachery.
Something in Mowgli's past flickered like a flame in his mind. The red flower. He would ask Mother Wolf what it was. What did Bagheera, the Black Panther, mean when he said the red flower would be a good friend to him when he attended the Jungle Council? I'll be back shortly as Mowgli hears the answers in Act 3. The General Mills Radio Adventure Theater will return shortly.
I should have said abracadabra.
All of us have long suspected that animals indeed do talk. Rudyard Kipling, who lived in India for many years, believed it and wrote thoughts and words for animals to think and say, which generations of readers know to be true. And what is even more extraordinary than hearing animals talk, as Mowgli does, is that you and I can learn from them.
Mother?
Yes, Mowgli.
What is the red flower?
Who told you that?
Well, Bagheera, the Black Panther.
I might have known.
He was teaching me, telling me of life in the valley, of man in the valley.
Why did he speak of the red flower?
He said someday I would need a strong ally, stronger than you or Father or himself or any of my friends in the pack.
But why would you need a strong ally?
He said the pack would turn against me the next time Akela misses a kill, that the red flower would protect me, that I was to take it from where man lives. Do you know what the red flower is?
Yes, I do.
Does no one else know?
Oh, all of us know, all the creatures of the jungle, but we never call it by its rightful name.
Why is that?
Because every beast of the forest lives in deadly fear of the red flower.
Can you tell me its real name?
Tell me, what is it? Fire, Mowgli. Fire. We call the red flower. When it blossoms, everything turns black. Nothing can survive it. Fire.
Clouds hid the moon, but my eyes found the dwellings of man in the village. I crept to an opening which man calls a window. I saw red dancing things in a corner of the hut. I saw a female man get up and feed black lumps to the red dancing lights. I waited until dawning and the mists were white and cold. Then a little man cub picked up a pot of plastered earth, filled it with the black food that had become red and yellow, and put it under his blanket and go out and tend the cows. I ran forward and surprised him and took the pot from him.
You have the red flower, Mowgli.
It is not a red flower, Bagheera. It is fire.
It is not to be played with. It must be fed. It will die if you do not give it things to eat.
What does it eat?
Twigs, dried bark. Put some on it, and the fire will live. That is good. None too soon.
Bagheera, why do you crouch back when I'm feeding fire? It will not harm you. It is warm. I think I remember now. Was it a dream?
At the full moon tonight, the pack will be meeting at the Council Rock.
I shall be there.
Do not fail to bring the red flower. It will serve you better than a dream. It will be more than warm and pleasant. It could save your life.
All day I kept the earth pot alive with dried leaves, twigs, and dried bark. That night, under the full moon, all of us gathered for the meeting. Akela, the lone wolf, lay by the side of the council rock, not on top of it, a sign that the leadership of the pack was open. Shere Khan, the tiger, walked around openly, his scrap-filled wolves flattering at his heels. My friend Bagheera, the Black Panther, lay close by me while I hid the fire pot between my knees.
Fellow creatures of the forest.
That tiger has no right to speak. Mowgli, upon your feet and say so.
The days of the lone wolf are over.
Free people, listen to me. I, Mowgli, of your pack, wishes a voice. What does Shere Khan, a tiger, not even of our blood, have to do with our leadership?
What blood of wolves is in your veins, Mowgli?
I was weaned by wolves.
We are met here to choose new leadership.
Listen to them, fawning like jackals on this cattle butcher. Let Akela, the lone wolf, speak.
Free people, and you too, jackals of Shere Khan. For many moons and many seasons I have led you to the kill and safely from it. In all my time, not one of you has been trapped or maimed. Now I have missed my kill. Your right is to kill me here on the council rock tonight. Now. So I ask who comes forward to make an end of Lone Wolf. For as you have the right to kill me, by the law of the jungle, I have the right to demand that you come one by one.
Why bother with this toothless old wolf? He is doomed to die. It is the man cub who has lived too long. Give him to me. He has troubled the jungle for a dozen seasons. Now he is a man, the offspring of a man, and I hate him from the marrow of my bones.
Mowgli is a wolf, and you shall not have him.
Stupid female dog, silence your tongue.
Shere Khan, you came sniveling to our cave 100 months ago. You're a despicable old cat, and you shall not have him.
Look where the wolves. It is not becoming to the free people that we squabble like men dividing a harvest.
Mowgli is a man, Akela.
He has eaten our food. He has slept with us. He has driven game for us. He has broken no word of the law of the jungle.
Akela, let me also speak. I paid for this Mowgli when he was a man cub 12 season years ago. I paid with a wild bull, and he was accepted into the pack. The worth of the bull is little, but Bagheera's honor is something that perhaps he will fight for.
A bull paid a dozen years ago. What do the young wolves care for bones a dozen years buried?
Silence, you screaming young fools! Your wolves have some pride about you. This old tiger is using you. Do not make me ashamed to be a wolf.
No man cub can run with the people of the jungle. Give him to me.
He is my son, our brother in all but blood.
He is a man. He is a man. He is a man.
Oh, Mowgli, I fear the pack has turned against you.
Mother, do not be afraid. I can defend myself. Stop, all of you. You have said so often tonight I am a man that I feel your words are true. Therefore, I shall not call you my brothers anymore, but dogs, as a man should call you. I am not some fish or fox or wolf cub to be handed over to this mangy, moth-eaten alley cat that was once a proud tiger. And so that you may all know me, I, Mowgli the man, have brought you the red flower. I cast this pot down upon the grass, and fire will spread wherever I wish it to. Look at you. I see you all cowering before the flames. Now, I take this branch and hold it to the fire and set it alight and swing the flaming branch about my head. Yes, I am a man, and you are howling dogs.
Mowgli, you are master here, for they all fear the fire, as I told you. But save Akela. He was always your friend.
Yes, Mother, I shall save him. Yes, you dogs, I shall go from you to my own people. So the jungle is shut to me, and I must forget your talk and your companionship. However, because I was all but your brother in blood, I promise you that when I am a man among men, I will not betray you to men as you have betrayed me. There shall be no war between man and the pack. But before I go, I have one debt to pay.
What are you doing with that burning branch, Mowgli?
Shere Khan, do you see these flames? Is this branch of red flowers a little warm for you? Up, cat! Up when a man speaks, or I will set that coat of yours ablaze. Thus, and thus, and thus do we beat dogs when we are men.
It is enjoyable to watch your son beating that old tiger about the head.
I must admit, Bagheera, I'm enjoying it also.
Enough? Had enough?
Yeah.
Sin, jungle cat, you may leave us. Remember, all of you, when I come to the Council Rock as a man should come, it will be with Shere Khan's hide on my shoulders. As for the rest of you, Akela, the lone wolf, goes free to live as he pleases. None of you will touch him, understand? You will not touch him. Now, all of you, go about your business and fight not among yourselves. Obey the law of the jungle and be proud to be a free people.
Mowgli! I have been looking for you everywhere. Why are you here? Oh, Mowgli. What is it? You weep?
This is the spot where my mother and Father Wolf found me when Shere Khan frightened away my man-parents. It was here that my good life truly began.
That was a long time ago, Mowgli. One cannot go back to where one began to learn to walk.
Oh, Bagheera, my beautiful true friend, why is it? Why am I so unhappy? I do not wish to leave the jungle. I have so many hurts inside me. Oh, I do not know what this hurt is. Am I dying, Bagheera?
No. No, little brother. Those are tears. Tears such as men use. Now I know you are a man, and a cub no longer.
But do my brothers not feel tears?
No, Mowgli. Tears are of man. Let them fall, little brother.
Oh, my home. My jungle. Oh, Brother Bagheera, is the jungle shut indeed for me?
It is, Mowgli. One cannot have two real homes.
So be it. I will go now.
I heard your voice, my little frog.
He is no little frog now, Mother Wolf. He is Mowgli, the man.
Mother, you will not forget me.
Never while we can follow a trail. From time to time, come to the foot of the hill, and I will bring all your friends, and we'll talk.
I will.
Come soon, for your father and I are getting old. Come soon, child of man. I loved you more than ever I loved my cubs.
I will surely come. Do not forget me. Tell them in the jungle never to forget me.
The dawn was beginning to break when Mowgli went down the hillside alone to meet those mysterious things that are called man. So does Rudyard Kipling end the story of Mowgli, the boy of the jungle who spoke the language of wild beasts, lived by their code which they call the law of the jungle, and at last returned into the life into which he had been born. He was a young man now, not a wolf. I shall be back in a few minutes to tell you whether Kipling's story of the adventures of Mowgli ended there. It would be hard to believe that Mowgli had put the jungle behind him forever and would never return to his family, the wolf pack. Mowgli tried, however, to make a life for himself in the village. Kipling wrote about that trial and everything Mowgli did to live the life of a man. But it was not to be, and Mowgli returned to the jungle. So I leave it to you to find out for yourself what happened to him. Sit down one day, open the Jungle Books of Rudyard Kipling, and read for yourself.
Our cast included Fred Gwynne, Don Scardino, Marion Seldes, Ian Martin, and Robert Dryden. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown.
This is Tom Bosley inviting you to return to the General Mills Radio Adventure Theater for another exciting tale you can hear through the magic of radio. The General Mills Radio Adventure Theater is recommended by NEA, the National Education Association.
Shakespeare.
Radio Adventure Theater. I'm Tom Bosley, inviting you on that very special trip through the magic land of radio. A land where anything you can dream of, any place you wish to visit, any adventure you would like to have, can come true. Today, we walk softly in Rudyard Kipling's country, the jungle. We will meet animals as human as you and I, and Mowgli, the boy who spent his childhood growing up with wolves as mother, father, sisters, and brothers. Our adventure story, Tiger, Tiger, was written by Rudyard Kipling and adapted especially for the General Mills Radio Adventure Theater by G. Frederick Lewis and stars Don Scardino. I'll be back shortly with Act One.
Welcome.
And Frankenberry.
Turn the pages of the Just So stories or the Jungle Books. Turn to any story, any chapter of these marvelous tales for young and old, and you'll never forget the people you meet there. That was the extraordinary talent of Rudyard Kipling, born over 100 years ago. The prizes for literature are not easily given, yet his stories were so valued, he was awarded the Nobel Prize. Who are these special people who live in Kipling's stories? Well, they're animals. Yes, wild jungle animals. Today, we'll ask Mowgli, a real boy who lived his childhood in the Indian jungle, to tell us himself the great adventure called Tiger, Tiger.
I was between being a boy and a man. My boyhood had ended when I was cast out of the jungle, and so I left the wolf pack to go back to the village where I was born. At the edge of the town, cattle and buffaloes were grazing. The yellow pariah dogs barked at me as I came to the village gate. They had placed a big thorn bush across it, which I pushed aside. They are afraid here also.
What did you say, young man?
This thorn bush. Men are afraid of the people of the jungle here also.
Huh. You speak with a strange accent.
I'm amazed I can speak your tongue at all. My mother tells me I was a baby left in the jungle to die.
That is indeed amazing.
But more strange than that is that after a dozen years I can answer you in your own tongue.
Oh, what is the tongue you speak?
That of the wild beasts, the wolves, the panther, the bear, the tiger. They speak my language. I speak theirs.
I might have known. Now I see the marks on your arms and legs, the bites of wolves. Good evening, Messoir. Don't be frightened. Just a strange young man whom I caught trying to come in at the village gate.
Oh, he's a nice-looking young man. What is your name?
Mowgli.
Mind you're careful with the Meswa. We can't have just anyone wandering into the village. If you have any trouble, I'll be under the big fig tree in the square. Remember, boy, no trouble, I'll have you run in for a vagrant.
He's just a big bag of wind.
Who is he?
Buldu, the village hunter. If he killed all the animals he boasts he does, there wouldn't be one left in the jungle.
Buldu, the hunter. I must remember him.
Mowgli. What does that mean?
Well, it means little frog. My mother gave me that name because she says I used to hop around like a frog when I was a baby.
Where's your mother?
We're in the jungle.
In the jungle, really? But isn't she frightened to be there with all those wild animals?
Oh, we wild animals all obey the law of the jungle. We do not fear.
Did you say we wild animals?
Yes, I did.
Well, what is your mother?
My mother is a wolf. The woman of the village was called Meswar. She was most alarmed, yet her curiosity was greater than her fear. For my part, I felt strangely close to her, as if somewhere, sometime our trails had crossed. You were hungry, said the woman to me. I am, I said. And she took me to her home.
This is my husband. Husband, this is Mowgli. He's a stranger, so I brought him home.
So I see. Well, perhaps we can use another field hand or herd boy.
Does he not have the look of our son? Look at him closely, husband, while I fetch some milk and some bread.
But, wife, that was 12 years ago. Our baby was only 5. I fear greatly he was eaten by a tiger.
But we don't know that.
How could a baby survive out there? It's not possible.
He could have wandered somewhere, been taken in by kind people. Here, drink this, and have as much bread as you like. Look at him. Go ahead. Look the young man deep into the eyes, and tell me, husband, don't those eyes say something to you?
Yes, it's true. But how could it be? He doesn't say anything.
He says his name is Mowgli. He said that his mother is a... Oh, that doesn't matter. He's joking. Of course, he doesn't say anything. He's eating. I'm going to call him by our baby's name. Natu. Natu. Are you our baby? Natu.
He's still eating.
Natu. You remember the day when you had your first pair of sandals? Oh, such little sandals they were.
Well, his feet are hard and calloused, my dear Neswa. He has never worn shoes. What did you say his name was?
Mowgli.
Mowgli? Have you ever worn shoes?
What? Shoe? I don't know what that is.
No, I guess he doesn't.
But you are so like my little Natu had he grown up. Would you like to be my son, Mowgli?
They were both so kind. It did much to make my first sundown and night in a man village not too unhappy. That first night they said, sleep there. That is called a bed. But it had shiny bars and looked like a panther trap, so I said, I will sleep in the fields. And I went to the field and lay down.
Mowgli, wake up.
What do you mean, wake up? I haven't been asleep yet. Whoa, it's Gray Brother Wolf. What are you doing here? The villagers will see you.
Not if I lie flat beside you, Mowgli.
Are all well in the jungle? What is the news?
Shere Khan, the tiger, has gone far off until his coat grows again. He was badly singed. When he returns, he swears he will drop your bones into the big river.
Little Gray Brother, I, too, have made a promise to return to the Council Rock with his hide. Ooh, forgive me. I'm very tired tonight. Seeing and learning new things is extremely tiring.
You won't forget you are a wolf. And my brother?
Never. Never, little Gray Brother. I will always remember those I love. You, Mother Wolf, Father Wolf, and all my brothers and sisters in our cave. But I also cannot forget I have been cast out of the pack.
Do not be too content. You may also be cast from the man's pack.
Gray Brother, will you bring me news of my jungle always?
I shall wait for you in the bamboos at the edge of the cattle grazing ground. We all miss you, Mowgli. Mother Wolf says she loves you more than all her cubs.
For 3 months, I was busy learning the ways and customs of man. I had to wear a cloth around me, which was very difficult to get used to. And I learned about plowing and the plow bulls who walk up and down, turning up the earth. And then one day, the husband of Meswar said to me,
Mowgli, we're going to put you to work. I've noticed you have a good way with animals. Do you know how to herd cattle?
I can do anything with cattle.
It is our custom to take the village cattle and buffalo out to graze in the early morning.
And bring them back at night, yes?
Yes, Mowgli. Tomorrow morning I'm putting you in charge of my herds. Remember, the little boys who help you are safe as long as they stay with the herds, because even a tiger will not charge a mob of cattle. Don't you know that? Did you wander away from the cattle herd?
I don't remember. I only remember my jungle parents.
My wife, she believes the son we lost could be you. 12 years ago, I was a woodcutter. My wife and our baby, Natu, came to the jungle. I was cutting wood when that terrible tiger attacked us. I went back with a gun, but our baby was gone.
I know that tiger. He is Shere Khan. He is a bad one and will not obey the law of the jungle.
That is why I say to you, Mowgli, do not let the other little ones in your keep straggle to pick up flowers or hunt lizards. If they do, they could be carried off.
Until this morning, I did not believe I could live with man in the village. Man has many feelings and words unknown to the free people. Greed, hate. But today, I was again one with the animals. I took the buffaloes to the edge of the plain where the big river comes out of the jungle. And there was Gray Brother by the bamboo clump.
Mowgli, I've been waiting here for many days. Where have you been?
Gray Brother, I'm in the service of man now. Is there news of Shere Khan?
There is. He came back to the jungle looking for you. When he was told you had gone to live in the village, he was surprised.
Where is he today?
No one knows. Mowgli, he means to kill you.
Oh, he's been threatening to do that for many a moon.
I fear for you, brother. Shere Khan will return.
Until he does, will you, Gray Brother, sit on that rock up there each morning? Or one of our other wolf brothers? That will mean Shere Khan has not returned.
One of us shall be there every day.
And the day Shere Khan returns, will you wait for me in the ravine by the dock tree in the center of the plain? That way I shall know he is back.
That is well. Preparedness is all. One need not walk into the old tiger's mouth with closed eyes. He has been sharpening his teeth and his claws for you for many years, Mowgli.
True. He has sharp claws and teeth. But my wits are sharper than his.
Day after day, Mowgli would lead the buffaloes out to their wallowing, says Rudyard Kipling. And day after day, he would see Gray Brother 1.5 miles away across the plain. So he knew Shere Khan, the tiger, had not come back. At last, the day came when the tiger returned, and Mowgli knew he had to face that danger. I'll be back shortly with Act 2. The General Mills Radio Adventure Theater will return shortly.
Yeah.
The days Mowgli had spent lazing in the sun while the buffaloes and cows grazed were over. Suddenly, danger was in the air. The monkey people chattered in the tall trees. Mang the bat circled high. Barloo the brown bear sniffed the air. And Bagheera the black panther bent back his long silk ears and listened.
Tiger. Shere Khan is here, is he not, Grey Brother?
His singed coat is healed, and his claws long and sharp. He's been hiding for a month to throw you off your guard.
Why do you warn me today?
Because Mang the Bat overheard his plan. Do you remember, Mowgli? Shere Khan had made friends with all the young wolves. Today, Mang the Bat heard him telling you the plans to wait for you at the village gate this evening when you return with the cattle.
Where is that treacherous tiger now?
Lying in the dry ravine of Big River.
Has he eaten today, or does he hunt empty?
You ask?
The answer could be the difference of life or death.
Yours?
His.
He killed a pig at dawn, Mang the Bat says, and ate it. And Shere Khan has drunk, too. Do you remember? He could never fast, even for the sake of revenge.
What a fool. What a fool. Eaten and drunk, has he? He thinks I shall wait until he has slept it off. Grey Brother, where does he lie up?
Why? What are you planning?
The buffaloes. They are more enemy of Shere Khan than I. But they would not charge unless they got wind of him.
You would use the buffaloes?
Can we get behind the old tiger's track so they may smell him?
He swam far enough down Big River to hide his scent.
That's clever, but not clever enough.
What can I do to help, Mowgli?
Well, the ravine of the Big River opens out onto the plain a half-mile from here. I can take the herd round through the jungle to the head of the ravine and sweep down on him.
The ravine is too steep for him to climb out, but he could slink out at the foot.
Well, we must block that end. Grey Brother, do you think you could divide the herd in two for me? The cows and calves from the buffaloes?
Not alone, perhaps, but I have brought along a wise helper. Akela. Akela!
Mowgli, my old friend. You're looking thin.
Akela, the lone wolf. I might have known you would not forget me.
Forget you, Mowgli, who fought for my leadership of the pack against Shere Khan. Now it is my time to stand by you.
Akela, I have a promise to keep.
I remember, to bring the skin of Shere Khan back to the Council Rock.
Friends, we have much to do, and the sun rises higher and higher. Akela, will you and Grey Brother cut the herd in two? Keep the cows and calves together, and the bulls and plow buffaloes by themselves.
I shall enjoy that sport, Mowgli. The big lazy beasts. There's nothing like snapping at the heels of a fat old cow if you want to see action.
Akela, this is not for amusement. It is important.
And where in the law of the jungle is it written I cannot enjoy myself?
All right. Enjoy.
Grey Brother and I have separated the cows from the bulls and the buffaloes. Well, I must say it's not as easy as separating the sheep from the goats. Oh, maybe I'm getting old.
Akela, no 6 men could have divided the herd as neatly as you have.
There you are. They keep wanting to join up again. What are the orders?
First, I shall mount Rama, the head bull. Quiet, Rama. Quiet. Akela, you drive all the bulls to the left. Now, when we are gone, Grey Brother, you hold the cows together and drive them into the foot of the ravine.
How far down the ravine?
Till the sides are higher than Shere Khan can jump. Then keep the cows there, filling the ravine till we come down. The bulls will drive him back, and you will be blocking his escape. Akela, go! My plan was simple enough. Make a big circle uphill and get to the head of the ravine. Then take the bulls down it and catch Shere Khan between the bulls and the cows. After a full meal of meat and drink, the old tiger would be in no condition to fight or climb up the sides of the ravine. When we were in position, I cupped my hands and shouted, "Shere Khan! Shere Khan, can you hear me? It is I, Mowgli. Shere Khan, it is time to get your hide to the Council Rock. Now, Akela! Hurry those buffaloes down into the ravine! Hup, Rama! Go! Shere Khan! This is the end for you!
There he lies. The old killer will plague the jungle no more.
He had no fight left in him.
Are you too sorry for him? My friends, brother wolves, look at it this way. There lies Shere Khan, dead, trampled by the mothers and fathers of all the baby calves he has stolen and eaten. Now, no time to lose. I must skin his hide and bring it to the Council Rock.
Mowgli, you are going to skin a 10-foot tiger alone?
That is what I'm doing with this knife in my hand.
Boy! Jungle boy! Is that you?
Another tyrant, a man tyrant, as bad as Shere Khan. Gray Brother, Akela, go. Disappear. It is Buldu, the village hunter.
We go.
What is this folly? Boy! You think you can skin a tiger?
I am. I can. I know how.
Indeed. And, how do you know how?
I know how a tiger's skin is fitted on, and I know how it can be taken off.
Uh-huh. Where did you find him? The buffaloes must have run him down. Yes, I recognize him. He is the big old one. And there is 100 rupees on his head. Well. And, where's the herd you were supposed to be watching, boy? I may overlook that. Perhaps I will give you one of the rupees of the reward when I have taken his skin to the city.
You will not be taking this hide to the city for any reward. I need this skin for my own use.
What talk is that to the chief hunter of the village? It was the stupidity of the buffaloes that killed him. Huh? Put your knife away. Do you hear? Or I will not give you one anna of reward. I will reward you with a beating.
Akela! This babbling ape annoys me. Teach him a lesson.
Get away from me, wolf! Get away!
All right, Akela, don't touch him on the ground. Let him be.
All right. I shan't move. I'll lie here quietly.
Thank you, Akela.
It was nothing. I did not harm him. He fell out of fear.
What you do not understand, Buldu, is that there is an old war between this tiger and myself. A very old war, which I have won.
If I had been 10 years younger, I could have broken the neck of any wolf, but this is sorcery, witchery. A wolf who obeys the orders of a jungle devil boy. I cannot fight. Mowgli, you have powers man does not have. Spare me. Maharaja, great king, I didn't know you were anything but a beggar boy who had lived in the jungle, herd boy.
True, Buldu. We were never properly introduced.
May I rise from the earth here and go away? Or will this wolf, your servant, tear me to pieces?
Get up, White Hunter. Go, and peace be with you. Another time, remember, do not meddle with my game. Let him go, Akela.
I wouldn't dirty my teeth on the old cowherd.
Now, Akela, we must hide the skin and bring the buffaloes home. Help me herd them. We brought the herd to the village. It was twilight, but I could see men holding flaming red flowers in their hands. Half the village was waiting at the village gate. Was it a welcome and thanks for having killed Shere Khan? In a moment, I knew it was no welcome. A shower of stones whistled about me.
Sorcerer, devil, boy! Jungle demon, go away!
Don't let him enter the gate. Shoot him. Shoot him, Bulldog.
You shot your own buffalo, Bulldog.
It is sorcery. The herd boy turned the bullet around and killed the buffalo.
Jungle boy, go away. We do not want you in the village. Do you hear me? You are the cub of a wolf.
Wolf! Go away! Wolf!
Devil boy, we want no wolves masquerading as humans. Throw more stones at the wolf boy. Keep him out. More stones.
Mowgli, your mouth is bleeding where they hit you.
You hear that, Akela? You hear them cry, Wolf?
I hear them say, keep him out. They're not unlike the wolf pack, these man brothers of yours.
Go away! Wolf! Go and do not come back!
It has happened again. I had to leave the jungle because I was a man. Here I am turned away because I am a wolf. We shall go, Akela.
Oh, my son, my son.
Oh, it is dangerous for you here.
I cannot. They say you are a sorcerer and can turn into an animal whenever you wish. I don't believe that.
That's what I'm not here.
I cannot stay where stones are thrown at me and backs are turned.
Oh, don't stay. I don't wish you to stay. Buldu says he will hunt you like an animal. He says you're a demon. I know it's not true. I know, but whatever they say, you have avenged Natu's death.
You must go back, Meswar, my man-mother.
I know you're no demon, for I know you are my son.
That's why it will be death if you remain here.
I hope I have paid you for your son's life. Goodbye, both of you. Now, Akela, bring the herd through the village gate. Good. Fine work, Akela. There they go, back to their masters. Let us now turn to the ravine. Take up Shere Khan's skin and bring it to the Council Rock. Goodbye, village. I am going back. I hope the jungle will accept me now.
Mowgli was making good his promise to return to the Council Rock of the Animals and bring there the skin of the tiger they feared. The tiger who had been such an evil influence in the jungle. Since Mowgli had left the jungle, much had changed. Akela warned him the law of the jungle was now little observed and less obeyed. Mowgli believed he could set it right. We shall find out what life in the jungle had become when I return with Act 3. The General Mills Radio Adventure Theater will return shortly. Word sped ahead of the returning trio, Mowgli and his gray brother, and Akela, the lone wolf. Mang the bat carried the news. Shere Khan was dead. The villagers had stoned and cast out Mowgli. He was at long last coming back to his home of a dozen years.
Mother Wolf, it is I, your man-cub, Mowgli.
Oh, my son, my own true jungle son, Mowgli.
It is good to be home, Mother Wolf.
What good fortune brings you back to me?
Oh, they've cast me out from the man-pack.
And what is that you carry about your shoulder?
The hide of Shere Khan. I have come back to keep a promise.
Well done, Mowgli.
At the Council Rock, I spread out the skin of Shere Khan on the flat rock where Akela used to lie. Akela stretched himself out next to the hide and called to the jungle people.
Look well, O wolves. Look well.
Here they come. Oh, I feel so safe and at home, Akela, sitting here by your side. Will all of the pack gather tonight?
The moon is full. They will gather. Since you left the jungle, Mowgli, and I was deposed, the wolves have been without a leader, hunting and fighting.
Those two wolves, they're limping.
From traps they've fallen into.
And that one?
A wound from a shot.
Oh, those three, so mangy looking.
Bad food.
Oh, I see what happens with no one to lead them.
They can see, too. They're all looking this way at Shere Khan's hide. They recognize it. Stand up, Mowgli. Stand upon the hide of the tiger. Talk to your people.
Look well, O wolves. Have I kept my word?
I am Mother Wolf. Listen to me. Lead us again, Akela. Lead us again, O man cub. We are sick of this lawlessness, and we would be free people once more.
Who am I, and where do I belong? The man pack cast me out. I did them no harm, but they were afraid of me. Why? Wolf pack, you cast me out also. The jungle is shut to me, and the village gates are shut. Why? I stand on the hide of Shere Khan, but my heart is heavy. My mouth is cut and wounded with the stones from the village, but my heart is light because I have come back home to the jungle. Why? I am two Mowglis.
Look well, O Mowgli. Understand only that you have avenged your honor by bringing us the hide of Shere Khan.
That is not enough. From today on, I will be neither of the man packs of the village or the packs of the green forest. I will hunt alone in the jungle.
Look well, O wolves. Is that your wish?
It was the wish of the pack. They did not want me. I had intended from that day to leave and hunt alone. But it is not so easy to change one's life all in a minute, particularly in the jungle.
They are stupid and short-sighted to refuse you here. Mowgli, you say you will hunt alone in the jungle, but you will not live with us. Is that because in your heart you do wish to return to the village and live as a man?
I never wish to see, hear, or smell man again.
But what if men do not leave you alone, little brother? Akela is suspicious that all is not over.
Where is Akela?
He has gone back over the trail from the village that we came along.
But why has he done that?
I know. How clever he is, our lone wolf. Oh, here he is. Ah, Akela, we were just talking about you.
All is well. I think we're safe for the present.
Safe from who?
Mowgli knows.
How did you mask our trail, Akela?
Carefully walking in my own tracks back to the village, turning aside, lying down to make a mixed trail in case someone should attempt to follow us.
Buldeo, the village hunter.
It has occurred to me. But when I had so fouled the trail that I myself hardly knew it again, Mang the bat came hawking between the trees and hung up above me to talk.
What did he tell you?
Mang said, the village of the man pack where they cast out the man cub calling him a wolf hums like a hornet's nest. The red flower blossoms at the gate of the village, and men are sitting around it, carrying guns.
Men do not carry guns for pleasure, and some of us have scars to prove it.
A man with a gun is following our trail.
But why? You tell me men have cast Mowgli out of the village. What more do they want?
Wait. Look. Down there. Man.
Stalking up the hill. I can smell him. I can hear him.
I shall go meet him.
No, Mowgli, don't. You see that flash of sunlight through the trees? He is carrying a gun.
Buldeo, the hunter, is never without his gun. It is his third arm.
But he will do you harm.
I must go, Mother.
Yes, let him. Man goes to man. At the last.
Buldeo, we have been waiting for you to return.
Tell them in the village I have not found him yet, but I shall.
Is this haired boy dangerous?
Yeah, not too dangerous for me. As I told you all, I was the one who killed the tiger. And as I was skinning him, this Mowgli turned himself into a wolf and fought with me. Then he turned himself into a man again. I mean, a boy. You know I always speak the truth. He was about to turn himself into a tiger at the gate when I fired my musket at him. Remember?
Oh, yes. Killed one of your own buffaloes.
That's what I mean. This Mowgli bewitched my bullet so that it turned the corner and hit my bull. You tell them in the village I shall return when Mowgli, the devil wolf, is dead.
We did as you instructed us, Buldo, with Meswar and her husband.
Good. Tied them up. Barricaded their house so they cannot get away. Good. They must be made to confess they are witch and wizard.
But we have all known Meswar and her husband for many years. Suppose they are innocent.
How can they be innocent? Whatever they say, I shall see to it they are put to death. After that, we shall dispose of their lands and their buffaloes. Divide them up among all of us. It will be an excellent thing to destroy wizards and witches who welcome devils into their homes.
There was only one thing to do. Rescue those who had befriended me. When I arrived at the village, it was dark. At Meswar's house, I saw 4 villagers sitting in front of their door leading to the street. I crept around the side and looked in the window. Inside, I saw Meswar, gagged, bound hand and foot, and groaning. Her husband was tied to the panther trap they call a bedstead. Shh. No. Shh. Meswar, shh. I did not jump in the window and take the gag from your mouth so that you would cry and alarm the whole village.
Oh, it hurt so, Mowgli.
Don't move so that I can untie you.
Untie my husband. They beat him, too.
Just a moment. There. Oh, that must have hurt, roped like that to the bed.
Thank you, Mowgli, my boy. They've all gone mad in the village.
I knew he would come. I knew it. Now I know he is my son.
They told us we were being tied to be put to death. But it is not only Buldu. This madness has infected the whole village.
They said it was because we gave you a home.
It was an excuse, nothing more.
What do you mean?
An excuse. Too many here are jealous that a poor woodcutter in just a few years, 5, 10, could own so much cattle. Jealousy.
What is this jealousy? Wait. Shh. We'd better go now through the window as I came in. Buldu will return and the alarm will be given.
All our possessions are in a little bundle. We need to take no more than that.
Where are we going, husband?
First to save our lives, and then I will tell you. Mowgli, will you lead us?
Are you both ready?
Yes.
We are.
Then, one after the other. Follow me. Oh, Mowgli. I cannot walk a step further. We are here. This is a safe place.
Here? Where are we?
The safest place in the jungle. Now that Shere Khan, the tiger, is dead, no one will find you here. Do you recognize the place?
Recognize? I don't understand.
Father, you do not recognize this place? The clearing? That stump of tree with the axe marks on it? The stones where you made fire?
No, I don't, Mowgli.
12 years ago and some, you came here to chop wood. I was 5 years old. Suddenly, Shere Khan leapt from behind the trees and you both ran away.
Oh, my son. This is the place. I knew it. I felt it when you came that day to the village gate. I knew it was you. And as I had done when you were an infant, I gave you milk to drink.
Now you are free. Where will you go?
To the city. In the morning, before anyone awakens, I shall get one of my horses, bring it here, and Meswar and I will ride it. It is 30 miles to the city. We have some friends there, and there we can begin a life again.
But do you think they'll come after us? Suppose
the free people of the jungle will guard you on your way.
Mowgli, will you come with us? Be our son in our new life in the city.
Husband, look into his eyes. He is Mowgli now, Mowgli of the jungle.
Mother, you were right. But for tonight, I shall remain at your side.
And so, our story has come full circle. A little boy of 5 called Natu escapes from a tiger in the jungle and lives. A dozen years later, his own mother and father escaped from their village and are rescued by their own son. But their paths that crossed will not meet again. Mother and father returning to life of civilization, Mowgli to the jungle. I'll be back with a postscript to this remarkable adventure.
Scored.
Rudyard Kipling created a world peopled with animals, a world of order and of law. As he tells us, here is the first and last verse of the Law of the Jungle. This is the law of the jungle, as old and as true as the sky, and the wolf that shall keep it may prosper, but the wolf that shall break it must die. Because of his age and his cunning, because of his grip and his paw, and all that the law leaveth open, the word of the head wolf is law. To which I might add this postscript. Kipling showed us all what a great deal we could learn from the animals. Am I right? Our cast included Don Scardino, Marion Seldes, Fred Gwynne, Robert Dryden, and Ian Martin. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. This is Tom Bosley inviting you to return to the General Mills Radio Adventure Theater for another exciting tale you can hear through the magic of radio. The General Mills Radio Adventure Theater is recommended by NEA, the National Education Association.